Recording in progress.
Am I audible online people?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Right. So last class we discussed about probability ratio, and today I am going to start with balance scorecard, the last part of your third module, that is balance scorecard. Write the date, today's. What is balance scorecard? We'll discuss now. Let us start with this concept of balanced scorecard. Already you must have been got some informations in your strategic management about balanced scorecard. But here we will see in the how the perspectives how it works. For example, let us start with the something called as financial parameters of any company. Okay, I want to assess any company. Okay, so I am an accountant, I am a financial manager. I want to assess this company. So I will use financial parameters. What is financial parameters? That I will tell you. Okay. This financial parameters talks about something which related to ratios, or we can say ratio analysis. Okay. Why I am using financial parameter? What is the objective? To assess the firm. To assess the firm. Why I want to assess the firm? I want to know the performance. Assessments to check the performance. Whether the company is doing good performance, right? Or I want to check whether it is in the bad performance right now. So these financial parameters will give me how to assess the firm, and once I will assess the firm, I will get to know whether it's a good performance or bad performance. Simple. How do I assess now? With the help of ratio analysis. There are tools are there. So ratio analysis is one of the tool, or we can say tools, to check the, or to assess the performance. Like percentage of profit, okay, against sales. How much a company has made the profit against the sales? I can check the performance. Like I can apply some ratio. What ratio can be applied? Profit divided by sales into 100. That is the percentage of profit which made against what? Sales. Next, percentage of assets. What is the company's assets every year? Okay. How much the company is having the asset, or company is employing the assets against total capital employed. Right? Against the what? Total capital employed. Next one, what else I can, okay. Next one, what else I can assess? I can check the company's ROCE, return on capital employed also I can check, right? So it means what? These are the financial parameters which will give me whether the firm is good performance or bad performance ultimately. But what is the problem with these parameters? These financial parameters ultimately talks about only the short-term goals of the firm. It is only for short-term goal. For 1 year I assess the performance. If I want to 1 year assessing the performance of this company, so I can use ratio analysis. What do you think? The return on capital employed may be not same every year. The percentage of profit against the sales may be not same. So it means what? This financial parameter I am using only for short term. These are short term goals, which achieves your short term goals. And for any company, what is short term goals? It is called profit maximization. Profit maximization is a short-term goal. Remember, company want to increase more and more profit every year. That is the short-term goals. Remember, if a company want to increase the profit, every year they want to improve the profit based on these financial parameters, then they are trying to achieve the short-term goals, and those short-term goals are nothing but profit maximization. But now, business having a lifespan of infinity. So every time you cannot target on short-term goals. There are certain things which you need to observe on long-term goals. Right? Company need to focus not only on the short-term goals, they also focus on long-term goals. Let's imagine there is a company called X, okay, and this X company, there is a company called X, and this is the sales, okay. Now let's imagine the company made the sales of 100 rupees in 2020. Company has made a sales of rupees how much? 2020 in that 100 rupees. Okay. Now there are some analysts, those are called market analysts. Okay. There will be some analysts will be there, no? Those are called market analysts. Market analysts predicted, the analyst means their work is to forecast the company's performance. The market analyst says that in 2021, because they always forecast, right? Next year, the company's sales will grow by 20%. Market analyst forecasted next year the company's sales will be how much percent? 20%. It will grow by how much percent? 20%. It means my next year's sales should be 120 then. Correct? No? Last year's sale was how much? 100 rupees. But market analyst says that next year your sales should be how much percent? It should grow with 20%. 100 plus this 20. So next year your sales is improved. It should be how much? 120. This is forecasted value, right? This is called which value? Forecasted value, predicted value. Let's imagine. What if actual sales? Now I want to know what is the actual sales, right? The actual sales of this company, just imagine it reached to 90. Actual sales of this company went to how much? 90. What was the forecasted sales? 120. But company has reached the target of how much? 90. It means what? There is a 120 for 90. Is it reached the target? Target is how much? 120 according to market analysts. But they reached 90. What is the difference? 30. There is a difference of how much? 30. They didn't achieve this target, right? So it means what? The company is good performing or bad performing? Bad performance, underperformance, right? So it means that company with 30 rupees, there is a underperformance. How do we get to know? This is based on, again, which parameter? Financial parameters. Again, based on which parameter? Financial parameter. By financial parameter, I got to know that the company is going for what? Underperformance. So, now, in balance scorecard, company says that. Now tell me, this financial parameter, let us conclude this year itself before I go to balance scorecard. This financial parameter will give you what type of objective, short term or long term? It's a short term. It will help you only to achieve the short term goals of the company, right? And this short term goals, again I am talking about profit maximization, which is not needed. Companies should not only focus on profit maximization, they also should focus on long. What is those? I will discuss into the balance. Now understand what is the concept? Why balance scorecard came into perspective? Because company, they use only one parameter to assess the company. That was only which one? Financial parameter. But there are, apart from financial parameters are there, which can help the company to achieve long-term objectives. Remember, my goal is company should have, now when we say goals of the company can be profit maximization or wealth maximization. And remember, profit maximization is a short-term goal and wealth maximization is a long-term goal. So I want to achieve which goal? Long-term wealth maximization, and that only can happen based on some, apart from financial parameter, there are other parameters. So under balance scorecard, why then what happened? Some expert they came into they brought some new parameter which can help to achieve which goal? Long-term goals. So first one is as usual which parameter? The financial parameter. Okay. In balance scorecard, there are total 4 parameters are there. Remember, first one is financial parameter, which I discussed with you, and next one is something called as customer parameter. Nothing but customer perspectives. Okay, financial parameter, or you can say financial perspective also. Both are same here. So one is what? Customer perspective is the second parameter or second perspective, right? Next one, the third one is nothing but employee. Okay, the employee perspectives, or we can say employees parameter. Okay, and last one is your company's parameter, nothing but process. Okay, process perspective, or we can say process parameter. Okay, so these are the 4 parameters which are given under which scorecard? Balance scorecard. And why we have to use these four parameter? Because we want to achieve something called as long-term goals. Okay, but in this some parameters also lead to short-term also goals. Okay? That we will discuss. So first to write down this one, these 4 major parameters of balance scorecard, which talks about the companies how they can reach short term as well as long term goals ultimately.
The objective of this balance scorecard is to achieve the long-term goal.
Long term goals of the company. Basically, they want to meet the long term goals.
Basically, it is a document which contains all these
Parameters, perspectives. Have you written?
it also includes the short-term
Yes. One by one, we will discuss. So you'll get to know. Okay. Financial parameter is not short term. Customers, we will discuss with second parameter.
So is this scorecard publicly displayed to the general public? That
It's
is
an internal.
internal.
Just like your SWOT analysis. So you will get to know so many strengths of your company, but you don't want to reveal those things. But still you want to improve on those things. That is internal documents. You cannot share with public. Certain things your company's weakness, opportunities you cannot share. Just like this also. What company is doing for customer, they cannot share with other company. They will keep it with them only as a confidence. Have you read it? Am I audible, everyone? Online class.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Have you written these 4 parameters of balance scorecard?
Yes, sir.
Once you come to offline, I will check. Okay. So let us discuss one by one those what it talks about. Okay. First one, as usual, I know I have discussed already. Financial perspective. And I know financial perfect perspectives can be done with the help of which one? Ratio analysis. And this ratio analysis only will achieve you which goal? Short term or long term? Short term goals. It will help you only in short term goals. Done. So I know what short term, which is nothing but what? Profit maximization. Okay? What is the second parameter? Customers. Very important. Second is Customer's perspective or parameter? Yeah. Now, just understand, try to understand. What company should do for a customer to reach long-term goals? What they should do? They should, like for example, our company was which one? X company. Their 2021 target was to reach how much sales? 120. We were predicting that this company should reach 120. But company achieved how much? 90. Correct? Now you tell me what they should do to achieve this 120. What company should do to achieve 120? They should do. First thing is they should improve on the what? Quality of the product. Okay. You say that if the company improve the quality, customer will try to attract and they may have get more and more sales. Okay, quality can be one thing.
Relationships, quantities.
Quantity, okay. You say you
Yes,
should
sir.
give more and more quantity. Advertisement. Company should improve on what? Advertisements. They should focus more on advertisement,
CR relationships, CR.
which is called as what? CRM. Company should target on CRM to achieve how much? 120. Our target is 120, remember. Next one, market research they should do. Company should do market research, and this market research should understand once from the customer only, right? Once they do market research, they have to collect feedback, right? Yes or no? Feedback is very important from the customer. Are they liking my product or not? Are they able to purchase the product? Is there any kind of improvement is needed in the product? That all those things will help you through what? Feedback. Next, when I say advertisement, companies should do some kind of rigorous advertisement. They should provide more discount to whom? The customers. Companies should give more and more rebates to the customers, right? Because target is how much? 120. I want to reach 120, which I should give discount to the customer. I should give more and more rebates to the customer. And I should give something called as more and more offers also to the customers. So if I give this parameter, ultimately somewhere I can reach to 120. Yes or no? So ultimately, once and you have spoken something called CRM. If I have all these parameters achieved, quality, quantity, market research, feedback, if I give good discount, good rebates, good offers, my customer's relationship will be strong, right? Customer relationship will become strong. Once the customer relationship is strong, automatically company can have sustainable or not. Company can sustain for a long time or not. So sustainable growth will what? It will increase. And remember, sustainable is not only for short term. Sustainable means you have to sustain for very long term. So once the company will achieve sustainable growth, now once they maintain good CRM with the customer, and ultimately sustainable growth will give you long-term objectives. Your long-term goals will achieve. So it means what? Long-term goals will be achieved once you maintain a good relationship with your customer. And how do you maintain good relationship with your customer? You should give all these kind of offers, this quality product, good quantity product, as well as good market research when you do. All these things will lead to which one? Long-term goals. And once your long-term goals is achieved, remember long-term goals talks about which maximization? Wealth maximizations. Long-term goals always talk about in future your wealth will increase. Companies will tend to increase their wealth in the future for shareholders also as well as for companies also. Is that clear? So now you tell me financial parameter talks about which goal, short term or long term? Short term. And customer's perspective talks about which goal? Long term. Okay, which talks about long term. Let us go to the next one. You can make a note of this one.
So one more we can add customer satisfaction.
Customer satisfaction. This is also very important. You should satisfy your customer. So customer satisfaction is also very important, which can help you to grow for a long term. Sustainable growth will increase. Remember, All of you write out this second point, customer's perspective. What is the next parameter? Have you written everyone?
Yes, sir.
Vaibhav? Okay, let us move on to the next third perspective or parameter. Employee perspective, or we can say parameters. Now here, again you think about your company. X company was there, target was 120 rupees of sales, and company has achieved only 90 rupees. Now they want to achieve 120. Now you tell me how employee can contribute to your company to reach this target. What a company should do with related to what? Employees. Tell me what they should do. They should give? Yes. First of all, company should spend money on training and development. Company should spend money on training and development. Once you give more and more training, what will happen? Efficiency of the employee will increase. They become more efficient, right? Trained employees and untrained employees, there is a difference. Efficiency and productivity will be different. So once you spend more and more money on training, my objective is to make more efficient employees. Clear? Right? What they should do? Compensation. They should give, okay, as a motivation factor. They should use something called as what? Compensation. What is compensation, HR students?
Benefits, like to motivate them and rewards or something.
Okay, the company should give good attractive salary, which is also part of compensation. Employee benefits, salary, wages, perks, or we can say bonus, they should give. What else? Recognition they should give. So if the company have this compensation policy, they should change every year. Or at least 2 years once, they should change the compensation policy. And bonus also should declare at what percentage of what. Whether it is based on the number of output you generated or based on the target. That all those things should do. So company should spend money on compensation. If they spend money on compensation, you can achieve your sales target of how much? 120. What else the company should do to achieve this? For related to this.
Working environment, good working environment, like flexible hours of working.
Yeah, okay. So we can say company should do something called as what? Flexible working environment. Like in case of Google and Facebook, they have flexible working environment, and they don't have any specific dress code also. You can come in half time also and work. So nice. Direct over and Take class. Okay, very good, Raghavendra. I can take your regular performance. They should do. They should do evaluation and appraisal. Then recognizing the top performance. Yes, I will accept all those points. So they should properly recognize their employees on time to time. They should give them promotions, right? Internal promotions or external. They should give some designation awards. Yes, very good. Retention of employees, or we can say employee retention. What should be? It should be increase or decrease? Increase. Employee retention should be always increased, right? They should retain the good, efficient employees in the companies. No, you all done internship, right? So what you find out? Maybe in 1 month of time, maybe some employees may not get proper recognition. They may be dissatisfied with the work environment. So what will happen? Even though the employee is productive, we are not giving the proper kind of compensation. Maybe the retention will fall. Right? So retention of the good candidate should be increased. And employee turnover should be what? It should be decreased, right? Employee turnover. Companies should focus on these parameters. So employee turnover, it should be always less. Every month changing. Every month new coming. So it will lead to problem, no? If every turnover is very high in this company, means what will happen? We cannot achieve our sales target. Then what will the company will do? Again, they have to spend money on what? T&D for the new employee. So this will be an additional expenditure for the company. So value of the employees will come down in future. Correct? So these are the things the company should keep in mind when they want to achieve the goals. Now we are not deciding short term or long term. But remember, whenever a company will do all this, if they focus on all these parameters, company will achieve here medium and long term goals. So employee perspective will give you medium and long term goals. Medium as well as which goal? Long term goals. Because why I use medium? Because maybe the employee will not work for some period of time. Chances of getting the redemption or changing the company will be high. 5 years. Change the company. So it can lead to your medium and long term, and which is again will give you wealth maximization. So once your long term is achieved, automatically your wealth maximization will increase. Wealth maximization will be what? Increase. So that is the main objective of having this kind of employees parameter. They should focus. Okay, so employee engagement, yeah, correct, both Vaibhav and Falguni. So these are the things the company should focus to maintain their long term. Clear? Is it clear this point? All of you clear? Online class, employee perspective or employee parameter? Is it clear online?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so employee perspective is over, which can lead to which one? Long term, medium and long term. What is the last one? Process. Last parameter for the day we are discussing, that is called, write on, process perspective, or we can say process parameter. Very important. What is process? Process means with something like related to what? Production. Okay. So when I heard first time hear the word process, something related to manufacturing or something related to production. If it is a not manufacturing, for them it is a service industry. Right? For them that is a process. Online. For them there is a manufacturing. For them what is process? The e-billing, billing of goods. That is process. Now, what is when we do manufacturing? Okay? What the company should do? Again, remember, target is what? To achieve 120. From 90, we have to achieve to 120. What the company should do if they are manufacturing company to reach this target in terms of process?
to keep tracks of overhead, to minimize the cost.
Okay, to minimize the cost. Okay, so Mahima is telling that company should minimize the cost on what? Okay, cost on production. Okay,
Reducing number of errors.
reducing number of error. Very good. Reducing number of errors. What is the error in these companies? What do you mean by error in manufacturing companies? Defectives. Defectives are called as what? Errors. Defective product. Just like Nikes, if they have defective, button is not there in the pant, defective. Then what premium people will do? Say that less cost. Yeah, there's a shop I know which says original brand with less price just because there's some brand fault. Kind of this way. So when the goods will export, before exporting the product, you should verify those products. Is it in the right condition or not? If we sell defective product from India to USA, what Indian people are defective product they are selling like this only. So the company should minimize the errors, and also the company should reduce the wastage. Very important. They should wastage. They should not do much effort. What will happen if there is a reduction in wastage? Output will be more, basically. Correct? So somewhere company should think they spending their capital is locked in the material. Right? Wages they are paying. Just like when Vada is preparing from there to there, so much of wastage. Again, this wastage can be two. One is something called as normal loss, right? Which is normal wastage. We cannot avoid those things. And one is something called as abnormal loss. Correct? Abnormal loss, nothing but abnormal wastage, which you can try to avoid, which you can stop. Achieve economic of scale. Yes, very good. Achieve economic of scale means what is economic of scale? Reducing in the average cost of production. That is what economics of scale. That is you want to say. Reducing in the average cost of production. That is what somewhere I think Sindhu has told here. Mahima, reducing the cost of production. That is what economics of scale. Clear? So it means the company should reduce the error which is defective products. Company also should focus on reducing the wastage, which is nothing but normal loss or normal wastage, or we can say abnormal, which can not be. Okay. So in that case, the company can grow more and more. Means ultimately, this if this all these things are concentrated properly means your okay, not sales, your output will be what? Whether it will increase or not. Yes or no? Your output will increase, definitely. And output increase means sales will also increase. And sales increase means revenue, which is nothing but profit also may increase. So all these things will lead to your which one? It lead to your long-term goals. All these are focusing on which goal? Long term. We can achieve your long term goals. So same mistake what you are doing, how to avoid the error in the production, if you get to know, you cannot do next year also. You know the strategy to avoid the error. So you can easily achieve your long term goals. And long term goals means ultimately you can achieve wealth maximization. Clear? Crystal clear. What are those four parameters? What is balance? So you can make a note of this one. Employ total quality management techniques to enhance the performance of process. Correct. Kaizen techniques or waste analysis. Yes. These are the techniques which we can minimize the wastage.
6 messages.
Yes, even the company should focus on automation. So automation should be increased, correct? Good. Automation point I like here. Sukanya has answered that one. Correct. Automation means more you can bring technology and reducing the number of labors. So ultimately you are trying to bring more robotics technology than labors. That is automation. But automations require more and more maintenance. It requires you to deal in a very proper way. Clear all the parameters? Now, last we'll conclude. So what are balance scorecard 4 parameters? Scorecard. First one is financial parameter. What is the second one? Customer parameters. What is the third one? Employee parameter. And last one? Process parameter. Financial parameter, which goal? Nothing but short-term goals. Okay. Customer perspective, long-term goals. It will help you to achieve long-term goals. Employee, medium and long-term. Process, long-term. Okay. Ultimately, these are talking two things. One is quantitative parameter, which are nothing but quantitative, which we can easily measure. And one is talking about qualitative parameter. These are nothing but quantitative and qualitative. You know which one is qualitative, which one is quantitative? First one is quantitative. Correct? Customer perspective is qualitative. Feedback and all. Employee also qualitative. Process is quantitative. Okay. Qualitative, quantitative, which will help you to grow for a very, very, very long time in the company. So balance scorecard includes two main parameters, qualitative and quantitative. And which are those things? Financial, customer, all those things are classified into both. And ultimately, when you add both, ultimately you should be able to achieve your long-term goals. My main objective is long-term goals, which is nothing but wealth maximization. So this diagram should come at the last, like this. So if there is this question they ask for balance scorecard. Explain balance scorecard and explain detailed governance parameter. You have so many things to write. 10 marks, easily you can at least 8 marks you can get. It's a general, which is discussed in your staff management also. Same thing you can write there. एक तीर में दो दिशा, like this. But you know, presently nobody is talking about wealth maximization. It has been replaced with, wealth maximization has been replaced with, in one of the books they have written, stock price maximization. Stock price maximization. If my stock price maximization, if I do, ultimately my P ratio will be high. Correct? Because in P ratio we have one measurement of MPS. So now the company wants to always start to focus on increasing the ratio. So nobody is talking about wealth now. Wealth is nothing but shareholders' wealth as well as companies. But it has been replaced with stock price maximization. How company, because stock price is ultimately the product of all this work. Correct? No? Can you relate customers' perspective with stock price? Yes. If tomorrow Flipkart they sold one fake product in through the online. If Flipkart, if they have done actually. Somebody ordered mobile phone, they sell soap. Weight was similar only, the record is a real. He went, the real guy went, he opened very enthusiastically, soap came. If that happens, stock price will fall. Bad impact. Customers will get bad impact. Nobody will like it. Ultimately your sales revenue will fall down. It will create a wrong news for the company, which will impact. And stock price is a movement of all these four parameters. We connect, we get every example. Is that clear? Is it clear, online people?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll wait for you to write this one.
Yes, sir.
They feel it's very costly. But they have already their customers, investors who have already. P ratio may go down or fall, but ultimately when you try to, your objective is to increase the P ratio. So you have to give somewhere your performance is very good. So it means long-term objective, long-term investor will think that okay, this company is giving very good returns every year. So I make investments. Not for short term. P ratio is not good for short term. So always good for long term. Clear? Are you writing, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Done. So this was the last part in your third module. Next, I will start with the fourth module, corporate restructuring. That is also theoretical. Okay. About merger. What are the types of mergers? All those things. Done. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I will take attendance now. I hope you understood the class.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. I'll just call your names. Okay. You just tell present or absent. Abhishek, Ganapati,
Present, sir.
Avinash,
Present, sir.
Aditya, Afifa,
Present, sir.
Aishwarya SK,
Present, sir.
Aishwarya TM, Anusha, Apurva,
Present, sir.
Bharat,
Yes, sir.
Bhavani,
Present, sir.
C. Pranati, Prashant Kumar,
Present, sir.
Carol,
Present, sir.
Chandana P,
Present, sir.
Chetana S,
Present, sir.
Denson,
Present, sir.
Disha, Karuna,
Present, sir.
Kavya,
Present, sir.
Kaundinya,
Present, sir.
Mahima, Janani,
Present, sir.
Monisha M, Nishana, Niranjan,
Present, sir.
Nisha T.
Yes, sir.
Falguni P.
Present, sir.
Pragna Nayak. Pragna Shetty.
Present, sir.
Prarthana.
Present, sir.
Punita.
Present, sir.
Rachna D.
Present, sir.
Rachna Kumari.
Present, sir.
Raghavendra.
Present, sir.
Rahul.
Present, sir.
Rakesh.
Yes, sir.
Rakshit Hegde.
Sir.
Rakshit. Sahana. Samiksha.
Present, sir.
Sarika.
Present, sir.
Sharan. Shashank. Shetty Lavanya.
Present, sir.
Shiv Subramanian. Sneshta.
Present, sir.
Shruti R.
Present, sir.
Sindhu. Sirisha. Sneha.
Present, sir.
Sri Lakshmi.
Present, sir.
Sri Purna. Sushti. Sujay.
Present, sir.
Sukanya.
Present, sir.
Suraj HS. Suraj SP.
Present, sir.
Tejas.
Present, sir.
Tejasri.
Present, sir.
Tejaswini. Tejasvi. Ullas.
Present, sir.
Vaibhav.
Yes, sir.
Varsha Biradar.
Yes, sir.
Varsha K.
Present, sir.
Sujani. Sharwani.
Sharvani is present, sir.
Sir, Tejasvi present. Tejasvi. Angadi.